Sign up to the SBR Network and use your free daily bet points to earn real-world prizes. Click on the page and start winning now. Pittsburgh's Mike Tomlin is one of the more respected coaches in the NFL, but he could be on the hot seat should the Steelers miss a playoffs for a third consecutive season in 2014. Bookies have them at 8.5 wins for the season. That the Steelers nearly made the playoffs last year was minor miracle considering that they lost their first 4 games, including 2 at Heinz Field, where they used to never lose. It was the team's worst start since 1968. Ben Roethlisberger had one of his better seasons despite key injuries on the offensive line, playing all 16 games for the first time since 2008 and throwing for 4,261 yards, second most in team history behind his mark of 4,328 back in 2009. He also completed 28 touchdowns last season. The Steelers also appeared to have found their back of the future as Le'Veon Bell rushed for 860 yards in 13 games as a rookie. The defense wasn't up to its past standards, ranking 14th in points at 23.1 per game. For the second straight year, the Steelers lost one of their best receivers to free agency as Emmanuel Sanders signed with the Denver Broncos. Also moving on were receivers Jericho Cotchery, defensive ends Ziggy Hood and Brett Kazel, linebacker Lamar Woodley, and safeties Ryan Clark and Will Allen. Pittsburgh did re-sign rising linebacker Jason Worlds, added potential competition backup for Bell in former Patriots running back LeGarrette Blount, and signed free agent receivers Darius Hayward-Bay and Lance Moore, as well as safety Mike Mitchell, who had 66 tackles, 3.5 sacks, and 4 interceptions with the Panthers last year. He teams up with Troy Polamalu to form a very good safety duo, at least when Polamalu is healthy. Pittsburgh has the 8th easiest schedule this coming season with opponents' 2013 winning percentage of .469. It has 6 games against teams that made the playoffs. Carolina is the only playoff team that the Steelers will play in their first 8 games, so a good start is a possibility, if not a necessity. Following that, the Bucks, Jaguars, Browns, and Texans were all lousy in 2013. The Colts matchup is the first regular season meeting between Andrew Luck and Ben Roethlisberger. Pittsburgh won 19-6 at the Jets in Week 6 last year, the fewest points allowed by the Steelers. Overall, Pittsburgh plays just 1 game out of the Eastern Time Zone all season against Tennessee, which is a great thing because Steelers are 2-7 since 2007 when playing outside of the Eastern or Central Time Zones. So our pick will be on the under 8.5 wins. It's unlikely that Ben Roethlisberger or Polamalu will play all 16 games. Roethlisberger's backups are either Bruce Grodkowski or Landry Jones, and that's not a thrilling prospect. Polamalu remains the heart and soul of the defense, but is on the downside of his excellent career at age 33. For SBR Forums The Vig, this is Dax Floyd.